Hello, welcome to Mine Harbor 7. Oh, you're alive.
No, go ahead.
We have a special episode for you guys today. We have a secret topic.
This should be
We
on our
have
Patreon.
it should be subscribed to our Patreon for the more special topics coming up.
This
But
is a free special episode.
there you go for our early subscribers here. Um, we have September 20th, 2025 is a Saturday. Welcome.
Indeed,
And
indeed.
we're gonna talk.
Welcome. How are you, Martin? How are you, Hannah?
I'm doing
I'm
great.
doing, I'm doing good. Just moved out. It's been the last 5 days lifting, so uh, finally moved out from my old house. Gonna move to the downtown area of Toronto. So I'm glad that is over. All the lifting, it takes a while to move out of a three-bedroom house.
I
It is
bet, dude.
over.
You also missed a certain thing. Do you want to talk about that?
I missed my flight. That's right. Had a flight. had a had some flights booked, and you know, if no matter what airport it is, you got to show up 2 hours early, even if the plane, there's not gonna be any line there, or the plane's gonna be empty. That's the lesson learned here.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's not like you to miss anything. Like, you're never
I
late.
know I'm never late. That's true. I'm usually just on
Yeah.
time,
I like this.
100% for
I like this new Martin
everything.
persona. I don't know. There's nothing that I can see that's different about him, but I like this new persona that he's got going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The never late, very
thank
confident,
you.
and I would say dare I say uh fancy, Martin.
That's
Mm.
fancy. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
something
oh,
about you
it's
today. I don't
just
know.
I know. I don't know what it is either. It's just it must be the lack of sleep in the last 5 days.
It must be some.
These things kind of happen when you go 5 days without sleep.
You must be hungry
Uh,
too right now, Martin. Are you hungry?
oh, a little bit. I'm a little bit hungry. Where's my pizza? If any of our viewers live in Canada, Tim Hortons has pizza these days. Very good. Like $9 for an entire pizza. Highly recommend. Oh, I want to talk about that more actually. If you're in Canada, Tim's has if for I guess for the viewers in the US, Tim's is like our coffee place, right? So they sold sandwiches before, just BLTs, potato wedges, mostly donuts and coffee. But these days they're doing burgers. You can get like a beef sandwich called a Supreme Stack. You can get a Thanksgiving burger with cranberry sauce. So highly recommend both of those too. Much better than McDonald's or what else do we have here? What's it called? A&W. Um, very
Yeah,
nice.
sponsor us, Tim Hortons. We need a sponsor still,
Please
right?
sponsor us, please, Tim's.
Yes, their scrambled egg box is the best. I love it. It
Nah,
is
that's
amazing.
scrambled
I
Xbox.
am so
That
glad
sounds more
that
like.
they are owned by Burger King.
Okay, actually.
And last time I checked, Martin, the definition of a burger was you have a patty in between, and the definition
Mm,
of a sandwich was you have multiple different things in between a piece of bread. Now you can debate me
okay,
all you want, um, but that's my
that's
stance, and I'm
true.
not. I'm sticking to it. You can't change my
But
mind.
you could argue that burgers are a form of a sandwich, couldn't you?
Correct.
Like everything, you see that
But
thing. It's like everything is either a
it has
scoop.
its own sanctity. You have to respect the sanctity of the burger. If it is
You
over
do.
25 ounces, then that is considered a beef patty. And if the beef
Mm,
patty is acquainted with some ketchup and mustard and cheddar and onions and whatever, that
mm.
constitutes a burger. However, if you're placing multiple pieces of bacon between two pieces of bread and calling that a burger, I have to push back a little bit, just from
Well,
my philosophical views on burgers.
I feel that. what if it's beef but like sliced up a little bit, not a patty, but you know you got like your
Could be a
little
small
slices
sub.
of beef. Your
Small
small sub,
ham
but it's
sandwich.
like a ham sandwich. All right. I think I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Look at
Calling a
this.
ham
Yes,
sandwich a
yes.
burger is I yeah, see that's
Supreme stack. Is that a sandwich or a burger?
that's a
That
sandwich.
is
That's a
bacon. That's
sandwich.
cheese. That's a
See?
sandwich.
Thank you,
Supreme
Hannah.
stack. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's
I guess
2-1, you
it's
lose.
That's how the numbers.
No, I'm joking.
Makes sense.
Where's my
It
gavel?
just feels weird. A sandwich to me is like not a round bun. It's either like rectangular or it's either square like bread. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Okay, well, I'm glad we
Thanksgiving
settled that.
stack.
I'm glad we settled
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just ask me for all your, because I'm our resident burger expert. Ask me for all your burger questions. I got you.
Will do.
I'll take you to court for it.
But yeah, if you are in Canada, you got about little over 3 weeks left to get one of those new sandwiches and a drink and like a huge side, like this garlic bread, this bit, an actual side, or potato wedges for $9 Canadian. Very good deal.
Wow. That's
I've
so
had 3 of them in the last
subsidized.
week. It's so subsidized. They really want people to enjoy their
I can get
Thanksgiving
4 beef
sandwich.
tacos from Taco Bell for $6 right now.
Whoa, that's not bad either.
Yeah. If I ever want a
Look at
cheap
that.
lunch that I know I'm going to blow my brains out on later and I don't care, I go to Taco Bell because it's cheap
Mm.
and it's somewhat filling. I can order like 6 tacos and then go back to my desk and just gorge and then feel like dog shit for the next 6 hours. And then the next morning, I regret everything and then repeat the process.
Yep.
King Kang. Shocker, bro.
Agree with that. Taco Bell will do that too. Hannah's a big fan of Taco Bell.
Yeah, I love Taco Bell.
What's your usual order?
I get the Doritos Los Tacos.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Supreme.
I've never had them. I've had like the Supreme like bowl or the box or whatever, and then I always get my beef taco, and then I always get like the side of like hot sauce. But aside from that, I really don't. I'm not experimental with my Taco Bell ventures, if you know what I mean. I'm scared.
Are you a hard shell or soft shell?
I could go either way. I do like a good quesadilla or a queso, you know.
Valid.
I like that too. I'm complete, soft shell. I don't like the mess that hard shell makes.
I went recently though, and
they.
Sorry, Martin. Go ahead.
Oh, no matter which way you eat it, you're just gonna get, crumbs all over. It's gonna split apart on you. It's no easy way to eat a hard shell taco.
No, there's not.
Yeah, soft shell is more like a sideways wrap.
But there's a different flavor too. Like I find like if you get a good like corn taco shell that's hard and you bake it the right way, especially like, you get those old El Pasos at the supermarket. If you can get like a perfect bake on those where it's just golden brown, bro,
Yeah.
Homemade tacos slap so hard as white people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That is for sure. Nothing beats Burger or Taco Bell. Or
I thought you were gonna say nothing beats white people.
That's true. Nothing beats white people eating.
Just joking.
Just fooling around.
Yeah.
I told you we had a special episode for number 7 today.
Yeah, that's right. Very special episode, number 7. By the way, we have a special guest for episode 10, and I recommend you both be there. It's going to be a big, interesting, funny episode. We've got a special guest, so look out for that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Number 10. Big number 10. We should have one every 10 episodes.
That's right. That's actually the plan. You called it. It's every 10 episodes we're going to have this person on, and it's going to be our not end of our season, but our kind of 10 episode finisher, if you will.
Nice.
Our finale of our 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's
Reminds
going to
me of the
be
quarter quell.
it might be a doozy, but
Yeah.
we're going to air it anyway. I don't care.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
That intro was so long, I just finished one whole hand.
Okay. All right, Martin, get
Wow.
into it. You're up there, bucko.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay,
started.
alright.
You started the first half, so you got to finish it now. I'm you now.
You me now? All right.
Hmm.
So we got kind of a little bit of news about the Ukraine war today, I guess. With the war, I mean, Ukrainian troops are continuing to try and have their counteroffensive on the eastern front. So, as Zelensky said, forces have now taken back about 330 square kilometers around Pokrovsk or Dobropilya. So about 160 square kilometers fully liberated, plus 170 fully cleared. So what we have here is Reuters confirmed Ukrainian commanders recaptured 7 settlements and cleared 160 square kilometers there since the operation began. Now, whether that's true or not, who knows? Moscow's debating that. Some of those claims and gains, claiming that in return, Russia claimed its troops seized nearby villages such as Moravka and Novoy. That's a long word. Novoy Anivka. Not sure where that.
Nova
Ivanivka.
Ivanivka.
Nova
I think
Ivanivka.
anyway.
That sounds better. Yeah. I'm Americanizing it. Nova Ivanivka. Kind of sounds like
There you go.
Trump's wife.
Nova Ivanivka. It's like Ivanka, but Nova in front of it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So this is kind of interesting to me. Apparently in one day in Russia, that's today, September 20th, Russia sent 619 drones and missiles at targets nationwide. Out of those 619, Ukraine shot down 552.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive amount.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is quite impressive defensive-wise.
Mm-hmm. I always like to look that in percentage-wise. So
defensive. Sorry, yeah. Percentage-wise, it's insane.
That's 89% of the drones sent by Russia were shot down by Ukraine. So it's a pretty impressive success rate. I mean, not perfect. We still had at least 3 civilians and dozens wounded today, but overall, not too bad. And then just kind of backing up a bit, on the 18th, that was 2 days ago, we had a Russian bomb that hit the Donetsk town of Kostiantynivka, which is a logistics hub, and that killed 5 civilians and allowed the Russian forces to advance within about 8 kilometers of the town. But I mean, we were talking about this before the podcast, how being able to shoot 619 drones in a single day at Ukraine, that's insane to me.
Well,
just imagine living in Ukraine, seeing that amount of drones pass you by,
and constantly blowing up in front of you. Like, you can probably see explosions in the sky, multiple different explosions all the time, especially if you're closer to the front. But no, they were hitting Kyiv directly at certain points. So like, imagine being like in the capital of your country, say we're in Ottawa, and you see drones going over, just exploding on each other, basically. Or worse missile strikes. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Makes me wonder, for the civilians, can they hear the drones coming, or do they have, are they always on the watch for just drones in the sky? I mean, of course, they're trying to hit hubs, logistics hubs, barracks, other important centers, but I get like PTSD just knowing that amount of drones was heading my way every single day.
Yeah, man.
Pretty nervous. Yeah.
I would
But
imagine a lot of them could probably hear the drones. A lot of them are like high rate propellers, so they sound like me. It's basically like a four propeller drone sometimes as well. So those are also
yeah,
pretty loud. And because a lot of them are very large, because they have to hold a certain amount of ordnance to be able to drop, they
yeah,
have to be able to be loud enough to carry those payloads in order to drop them, right?
makes
So
sense.
they are pretty loud. I imagine there are a couple here and there that are, stealth drones. I just don't know about that technology right now. I'd imagine that type of technology is pretty hush hush.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Okay, speaking of drones, I gotta take these off because
I was
it's supposed to
wondering
be
how long it was gonna
anti-fog.
take.
I mean, it's fog mode. It's supposed to be anti-fog. See, I have it better
I'm
again.
surprised you can read through those. You can take them off
Yeah.
now. Just take them off.
Oh my god.
Man. Whoa, good eyes. I can see the bags under my eyes from 2 hours of sleep last night. No, I got
So
more than that.
handsome.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Got beautiful eyes.
Oh man, don't leave them on your
Um,
head. You're gonna just have two suction cup red
that's true.
dots on your forehead.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Get them off your
don't
head.
want
You're
that.
gonna pass out from
Gonna
constriction.
show up on the plane and be like, what the hell?
Like you
um,
missed it yesterday. Now he's got red balls on his eyes, on his forehead too. What is he
bags
doing?
under my eyes, balls on my eyes.
Yeah, sorry. Balls, bags. You're used to either one.
Yeah, I want to take a side tangent here because I watched a lot of Dragon's Den, and there's this really funny, interesting story about this. What was it? This one company that tried to make a drone company out of your phone. So they ship you a frame, just plastic, and it would look like a drone with no CPU, just the propellers and the wires,
Mm-hmm.
and you hook your phone up into it on top of this frame,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like an iPhone or whatever phone you have, and it because like your phone has almost all of the necessary technology to operate a drone. It's got like a camera, it's got a CPU, it's got
Wi-Fi connection.
gyroscope, Wi-Fi connection, like data. So this company was had the idea, hey, why don't we just have people put their phone in a drone frame and control it from another phone or from a controller? Um, and it sounds pretty cool up front, but like, you think about it, who wants to have their phone 50 feet in the air? Right.
And one big
I
gust
would.
of wind, and you're like, oh well, I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
there goes my phone.
I
There's
guess
all
my
the pictures
phone's
of Grandpa.
on a string.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach the angels. You try to go up to the
um,
space with your phone.
yeah. Oh man. What is this? I mean, I'm trying to find the name of this company, but the Dragons were very interested, which is I wonder if it was Dragons Den or Shark Tank. They were very interested, which surprised me because they couldn't see the kind of obvious glaring problem where people would not want their phone to be up in the sky. And plus, if you have one phone in the sky, like how are you going to control it? You're going to use an app on your other phone to control it. But I think they're actually doing. They got offers. They backed out of it after the recording was done, which they can do. And but they're still doing like $10 million in sales these days.
Damn.
Huh.
Damn.
Yeah. Is it called Xcraft? They call it Xcraft.
I mean, I'd be willing
What
to
else?
do it with like some of my crappier like leftover phones. Like I've got one of
Yeah.
my last old phone right here. I'd be willing to throw that up there. It doesn't
Yeah.
have a great camera, but
Mhm.
I would imagine it would do the same thing. Still got a CPU,
Yeah,
still got. So keep your old
that's
phones,
true.
ladies and gentlemen. Also, don't give it to other people and put it into that extra drop because you can get data
For
off of it.
sure.
You can't actually
Mm.
wipe your phone completely.
Right.
Mm,
So either destroy it
that is true.
or use it as a drone pilot.
You can,
That's my advice.
yeah, you need a really, really strong magnet if you want to wipe your phone completely.
Mm.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
I had,
Well, that's kind of what I meant by destroy it, like completely destroy the operating software within, or take a hammer to it. Like
yeah,
literally,
exactly.
like destroy the software or destroy the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. If I had an old phone, I'd probably consider it. But the cost of the frame would have to be cheaper than a low cost drone, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm just using my phone. Plus, like you can only record downwards if the phone's on the frame, so gotta
Right.
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I think it's actually called just the Phone Drone as a company.
The the drone
The
phone,
Phone Drone.
drone,
Oh yeah,
drone.
so they still exist, the company, but they've pivoted into making professional and military drones. The
Of
company
course.
is estimated, of course, with drones, estimated to be worth about $34 million now. Even though the deal was never actually closed after the show because it turned out to be too expensive to make. And yeah, so that particular product never made it to market, the phone drone, but they still pivoted into military
Of
and
course they did.
other drone industries. Yeah, that's you
Northrop
got to
Grumman
do
or
that.
Lockheed Martin probably was like, "Oh, that's kind of a good frame. It's a nice
True.
Yeah.
polymer frame or a good design.
Exactly.
Let's just buy this entire company because of their dimensions on their frame."
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Man. No, yeah, I know.
I
It's
know it
just
sounds
probably
like I'm
just,
joking, but I'm not.
hmm they need those companies that are already set up with the frames and with the technology. It is a. I wish they kind of built on it more. Even though I did hate the idea, it is kind of interesting to think about how our phones nowadays, like they've gone from like we had like flip phones to the early iPhones, and now they have almost as much technology as an actual drone. I
Yeah,
mean, we all
man.
know that phones have better CPUs than the first Apollo rockets, but
Mm.
we're just pivoting back to aircraft with drones.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's cheap,
that's
right?
ours.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
it's we have now like the capabilities to have such a cheap CPU on such a cheap piece of shit frame that can go at like Mach fucking shit and slam into a tank and blow it up with an explosive that is actually going to penetrate the armor. That's huge. If you can
Hmm.
make something like that for $16, $17 and you can force that into a war machine effort and print out like
Hmm.
6,000 or 1,600 whatever it is, I don't really know, but a
Yeah.
lot a day, then you have a whole battalion that is coming out manufactured every single, whatever, 2 days, 3 days, a week. That's huge. And every time you know
Yeah.
it's going to be an effective attack, that's cheap and effective
That is
attacks is
true.
everything in war, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not to mention, as I mean, we're already pretty advanced, but as facial recognition gets more advanced, maybe like AI to navigate buildings or uh, hard to navigate, like, I don't know, anti-aircraft technology.
Hmm.
If we can have non-piloted drones just do their own thing, find a person, find their face, starts to get pretty scary.
Dude, did you
I can't
hear
remember it.
Did you hear of
Yeah,
the U of W software that they developed, where basically they're able to have a software bounce off Wi-Fi off of the walls and onto your body, so it can
wow.
literally do a perfect outline on everything within and make a 3D map, top to bottom of the building, and then see
Yeah.
exactly where you are in 3D model just from Wi-Fi waves. So, and then they're going to put that into a drone and use it for police and military work. So they'll be able to fly a
Wow.
drone up to your house, scan it top to bottom, and see exactly where you are in the building.
Hmm.
It's wild. Just
That's
based
insane.
if you have your Wi-Fi open, of course, and it's like, on.
Yeah.
But still, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Things that you can do with just everything we have in our house these days, technology,
Mm.
Wi-Fi signals.
Yep. I can't wait for
Doesn't
a
say
solar
something
flare.
else. Figure everything out.
Yep.
Can't wait until quantum mechanics takes out all of our cryptography. So like all of this isn't protected anymore, all of our passwords.
Yeah, I don't think that necessarily is going to happen. What if they back it up with quantum security before that, or they counter it at the same time? I mean, Bitcoin has been having this issue for the last couple of years. They've been thinking about it for a long time on the blockchain, right? Because they're vulnerable, right? I don't know. I would imagine the U.S. military and DARPA have been on this for a while. They're worried about specifically AI and quantum AI. Can you imagine a quantum AI? Like, that's basically what they're worried about. If you can merge the two, then there's basically no secrets that you can't see. Right?
Definitely quantum AI. That processing power with the AI that we have now. We're growing up. The 21st century is going to be a wild one. Wild one.
Yep.
Peter said we're only like one generation into all of this too. 1970s, 50 years in. Not imagine. But that's a good point though. You know, if quantum mechanics breaks cryptography, hopefully by then AI can help us at the same time come up with a new solution. I don't think there is a viable solutions that can fight back, not be broken by quantum mechanics yet. Quantum computing, I mean. But so maybe soon. Maybe
yeah,
someday.
I agree. I think honestly, like AI and quantum computing together, well, everyone's always scared about AI, but I think quantum computing and AI together, if they work hand in hand as kind of like a, symbiotic relationship type thing, I think they could literally unlock the secrets of our universe in like not that long either. Like they would be able to do it in like 5 minutes. Like yeah, with Google's Willow chip and shit, like they've already done like quantum entanglement information teleportation transfer. So and there was another one where they they literally froze time into a crystal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, was this recent?
Yeah, it was they did one, I believe, in Europe. It was like with the Large Hadron Collider, I think. And then the other one was recently in China. They were able to make a time crystal for like something like, I think, 5 seconds, whereas the one with the Hadron Collider was only like half a second or like minuscule second. I don't know. It was very quick. Whereas this one, they were able. This one, they were actually able to like get the spectrometry on it. So they called it a candy cane line of psychedelics, and it basically was like yellow block and a green yellowish block above it, and it was basically sliding down and rotating between the two. So it was like, it almost looked like credits at the end of a movie, but just those two colors. And that's supposedly what it was. You can look it up. Did you look it up, Martin?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, eh?
AI. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Sounds like something out of the Loki series.
Yeah, they fucking froze time somehow into a crystal. They made time matter.
Yeah.
What? And then measured it.
What is going on?
And then measured it.
Yeah.
What?
That's
so anyway,
crazy.
I'm not a marine biologist, but I think that's pretty cool.
It's cool. I don't understand.
Suspension of light as a time for the photon to come to a halt. That is insane because, you know, light is supposed to be constant. So if we can halt photons, that is a big.
That means time is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's in the center of a black hole.
Just time crystals.
Time slows down.
We got to start mining time crystals. We got to get there. Why did my human brain immediately go get a military presence there and take all the time crystals?
We got it.
We got to lock it down, guys. Let's
selling
get there and
fentanyl.
fucking mine it all. It's ours now. That's like the Avatar. You guys, you know how the Avatar whales in the second one. Have you guys seen the Avatar
Oh,
2?
you cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry. Have you guys seen Avatar
You know
2?
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the whales?
Not
How they like give
Yeah.
like unlimited human life juice. So like if you take like a syringe of their blood, you become like completely like you're immune to everything and you live forever. I'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't kill all of them. I want them in a goddamn farm immediately. I want them all on, tubes, everything automated. I want them squeezed out, and I want that juice now for everyone on Earth. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
sorry.
like doing that with manta rays, aren't we?
I mean,
Oh,
are you
really?
speaking about the Lockheed Martin manta ray with the U.S. government, or the biological animal?
Biological animal.
They're not
blue
as cool. They
blood
don't
type.
deserve to be in the ocean. They need to be blown up by their non-biological equivalent called the manta ray.
Let's see.
Look up the manta ray, but I believe it's Lockheed Martin. But anyway, I was just saying, I don't
Oh.
Pretty sick.
believe.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
yeah.
It's cool. I love I mean, I don't know if this applies because this is much bigger than an actual manta ray, but I love bioimitation. What's the word? Where we, make engineer things and we find like the best way, the best solution, if possible, is just copy what has already evolved over thousands of years with birds, dragonflies.
Did you see they made
etc.
different colors of bioluminescent flowers in China? They were able to make like red, green, purple, yellow, different like bioluminescent, like they like glow in the dark at night too. It's cool.
Hmm.
They like basically
What's the
made
good thing?
avatar plants in real life on like
What did they like
daffodils.
mix it with?
I have no idea. I just saw that headline and saw the picture. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. What was this? China flowers? Bioluminescent flowers?
Bioluminescent.
That's
Yeah, so they use
yeah.
some kind of like obviously DNA within the flowers to be able to tweak it, some kind of CRISPR,
Yeah.
where they were able to like literally change the different pigments within the green of the leaf, so it changed
What? Oh,
colors,
I
and
didn't
then they
know.
were they were able to add some type of bioluminescent DNA within it, and then also somehow a glow in the dark
Yeah.
bioluminescent gene in there somehow. I don't know.
That's insane.
Did you see the pictures,
It's
Martin? They're pretty cool.
I did, yeah. And
Yeah.
the genes are coming from mushrooms, so glow in the dark mushrooms that they're
What?
inserting into petunia cells.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I knew
glow
it
in the
was
dark
something like
petunia.
daffodils and fucking petunia.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Petunias.
What the
They need just 6
hell?
hours of sunlight daily to absorb the energy to last all night with their glow in the dark.
That's
But they're
wild.
most visible in the flowers and stems. That is wild. That's that's like Avatar.
Dude, we're
Things
living
from
in
Avatar.
sci-fi now. Like
Yeah.
20 years ago sci-fi we're living in now.
Mhm.
It's wild.
Oh, it's available for ordering. How do you order these?
Oh, dude. Send me a link.
Let's see. I'll share it to you. I'll post this link here. What do we have? Order now. Firefly Petunia. Expensive? That's not expensive. $40 US. Oh, 2.5-star reviews.
How much? 40?
$40.
Dude, that's
Like
nothing.
50, 60 Canadian. Availability sold out. Called the
Checks out.
Firefly Petunia.
Well, we're going to have to keep an eye on that one.
Why is it 2.5
We just bring it
star?
up on the next episode. We're like, look at our petunia. We have a cool petunia, guys.
Hmm. That is crazy.
Yeah, man.
We had multiple different companies.
Did you hear,
Recent
like, just on
development.
this same vein of, like, biological manipulation, did you guys hear, like, Xi Jinping and Putin, like, on well, I guess with um, the North Korean leader, what's his name? Kim Jong-un.
Jong-un?
They were all next to each other a couple of weeks ago, and they were literally talking about how bioscience has made it to the point where like being 70 is not a big deal anymore. You're almost younger now, where you can basically live forever almost. Like bioscience is getting to the point where you can just place multiple different livers or whatever organs you
True.
need, and you're going to be better for it. It was just wild to
Yeah.
see. Like, it was caught on CCTV. I don't know if you guys saw that story, but I looked at the video
Yeah.
and it was pretty wild. It was confirmed that they said that.
Xi Jinping and who else?
Putin and Kim Jong-un. They were at like some kind of summit that they were doing in the East. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was for, but it was a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why I was just bringing it. Well, I guess it had to do with the DNA biological
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah. 2
but
weeks ago. Oh
yeah.
man, I gotta watch this after. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty
We
wild.
got.
It's pretty wild
I
because
bet like those leaders are super interested in what Brian Johnson is doing.
100%.
That 40-year-old.
Did you ever hear of like the longevity program within North Korea, like for the Kim family? It's pretty
No.
wild. Like, so pretty much as soon as the first Kim, I can't remember his name, like the first leader, he was obsessed with living forever. And this actually goes into my last topic that I have that Martin's wasn't allowed to see earlier. Basically, he was obsessed with living forever, so he wanted to basically try and find the Philosopher's Stone or figure out a medical way if he couldn't find the Philosopher's Stone type thing. He wanted to live forever, so he basically had a secret program where they would keep and monitor him on multiple different things. So, whether it's diet, so he had a full like team of almost 20 doctors just on diet, a full team of 20 doctors on like making him special cigarettes that he wanted to smoke because he was addicted to these special cigarettes from England that he liked, so they wanted to reverse engineer them and make them more healthy so he wouldn't die of fucking smoking because he was a chain smoker. And then, yeah, so like he had a whole thing that turned into a secret program that basically translate to the Organization of Longevity for the Supreme Leader or something like that. And they have like something like 500 to 700 doctors in multiple different sectors and multiple different bureaus looking at his health 24/7. And then they've got literal like hundreds of young people where they draw blood from and transfuse it basically into the great supreme leader. They did it in the past. I can't say that they're doing that now, obviously, but I would assume that they are. They made massive different laboratories up in the mountains just for those, all the way like just for that, and highly secretive. You would never be able to find out about it if you were within North Korea. And they would just grab people off the streets, take their blood, throw them into these like fucking camps, and then yeah, like it's basically like like a bioscience lab using other people's blood, and it's crazy. He like at one point he was a real life vampire.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Man. You're just looking into this as well.
And so I was going to say, sorry, that eventually became what is now the highly secretive medical program for the entire Kim family.
I see.
So anyone who's close to the Kim family within the Kim family gets that treatment and is part of that program. And also it's really interesting because that lineage, like the Kim lineage, is really pure over the past 5 to 6 generations. And usually if you got like, it's good for like studies if you're looking at one generation for blood for scientists, like they want to look at one generation for either blood or whatever development wise so they can study over generations. That's kind of part of the program as well because they want their ID genes to be perfect. They want to be able to live forever, and they want their scientists to be able to have that history and data to do it, right? It's like a 60, 70-year-old decade-long program.
See, makes
Yeah.
sense because I'm looking all this up, and I mean, North Korea and South Korea have terrible life expectancy rates.
South Korea
We
used to
have,
send over babies over to the States back in the 90s and cover it up.
wow.
They sent over
Oh, yeah?
hundreds, yeah, just for adoption. Supposedly, they would pluck kids off the street, put them into adoption centers, and then hold them in horrible conditions for years and years and years, say that they're missing, and then send them over for adoption when they come up, and then make money off of it. It was like part of the economy of the South Korean.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
There's a
I'm
couple of
looking,
lawsuits going on about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a movie that let's go to that one movie. What's it called?
Lost Children
Where
of Korea.
no,
I think
it's
there's a
a movie
documentary called
about
that.
Russian agents where they would train Russian not the CIA. What do they call it? Like KGB agents in Russia. Send them to like train them when they were very young.
John
Send them
Wick?
to the States when they were like not John. Is it John Wick? No
I
way.
don't know,
I
maybe.
don't think it's John Wick.
I just
Is
said
it
John Wick because Russians
Anna?
are in there.
Or Anna?
Anna?
Is the main character female?
Yes, main character is female. I don't
Does she
think
have
it's
like white hair?
no. I think it was Angelina Jolie.
Salt?
Salt. That's it.
Dude, for real?
Yeah, Salt.
I just guessed.
I haven't watched that. Yeah,
I just
think
guessed. I
that's-
was like, Angelina Jolie Salt.
The one where she turns into a USB stick?
no, that is Lucy.
Ah, yes.
Evelyn Salt.
A
became CIA
USB
officer.
stick? What the fuck?
Lucy.
See,
ever
this
watch
is why
Lucy?
I'm glad I don't watch a lot of movies, because I was like, what in
Yeah.
the Lord living life?
Oh, you got the worst spoiler for Lucy. That's the ending.
Jesus
Lucy
Christ.
and Transcendence, both great dystopian kind of futurist movies that came out in the 2010s, I believe.
Mhm.
Same as Salt. That's crazy. Salt came out in 2010.
You know what's crazier? I guessed that.
2014. What?
I guessed it.
That is.
Martin, you should be
Is that
impressed.
Salt?
Yeah, should be impressed.
Have you seen?
Still
Salt?
not getting enough appreciation from you, Martin.
I'm impressed. Yeah.
No, there
I
we
haven't
go.
seen Salt, so
Thank
if
you.
you've
Thank
seen
you.
Salt,
No,
I'm
I'm
less
joking.
impressed. Have you seen Salt though?
No, I haven't even seen Salt.
Oh man.
That's what I mean. Boom! Boom!
Nice. And I'm impressed.
Yeah,
That
now
is-
you're impressed. Yeah, now you are. You should be. You should be.
I'm very
All right.
impressed. But Lucy, you got Salt, and those two movies. If you're into like sci-fi at all, or I don't know, using up your brain, human, interconnection. Lucy
Oh,
and
is that the one when
Transcendence are
she's
two
like, you
movies.
can use 100% of your brain and levitate and kill people with your mind?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it. Kind
yeah.
of like limitless, but more absurd.
I saw the
And
trailer and I was
Transcendence-
like, yep, I'm good with that movie. I saw the whole movie.
You
I'm
get
good.
that? Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
watching
I do.
Her. It's like I know the entire
Yeah.
premise of this movie already. He's falling in love with an AI. He's gonna get butthurt and then fucking go crazy. All right, I'm good.
Lucy was a bit predictable, kind of slow. Still cool action, but Transcendence with Johnny Depp, that
Mhm.
was a pretty good one. Same premise, same. Came out the same year. That's crazy. Lucy and Transcendence, same plot, just one with the female lead, one with a Johnny Depp as the lead.
hmm
That's kind of funny how the 2010s were just so focused on that idea,
Johnny
dystopian.
Depp is his own gender.
Sure.
Johnny Depp.
John Depp as a lead. Yeah, he's his own section there.
Have you guys seen I Think You Should Leave season 2 is coming out?
I haven't seen season 1.
Oh my god, dude. I fucking love it. That
yeah.
is one TV show that I don't watch like a lot of like slapstick comedy, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I love Tim Robinson. When he did I Think You Should Leave season 1, I was howling the entire time. It's just like these cringe moments that he like makes
Yeah.
fun of and he puts them in like little skits. They're fucking hilarious. And they're so like no holds bar and like out of the way. Like at one point he drives a hot dog car into the side of a building that they're doing like, you know, a party at, and he's supposed to be the hot dog, you know, outfit dude, and he drives his hot dog, and he's in a hot dog outfit too, by the way. He drives his hot dog car into the building, gets out, and he's like, "Oh, where's the hot dog guy?" No, that wasn't me. And he's like trying to play it off like he didn't just fucking blow his entire car into the side of the. Everyone's like, "Dude, you clearly did it." Like, it's like, "No, have you seen like a hot dog guy anywhere around here?" It's so stupid, but so funny, and there's so many good ones in it. Like, there's one where he's part of a dating show, and they have a zip line there. And it like every time they like clicked, it's like, Kyle has been into maybe 3 conversations, and it clicks to him, and he's like on the zip line, like going down, and then it goes to like another clip, and there's just a conversation of really hot women being like, "Yeah, he's always on the zip line. He's so boring." And then like, it clips over to like them at like a dinner table, and he's like nom, 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 eating as fast as he can so he can get back onto the zip line. And they're like, "Dude, Kyle, stop eating so fast. We all know you want to go back onto the zip line." He's like, "That's not why. That's not why, guys. It's not why. You know what? I'm sick of it here. I'm sick of it." And then he gets up and he goes straight back to the zip line. He's such a good. You guys gotta watch that. You gotta be like a little like you faded to watch it because it's obviously so stupid. You gotta be like, you know, yeah. I couldn't recommend it enough.
I completely relate to that. Like, one of my highlights of this Calgary trip I'm going to is going on that zip line on Great Ridge or something.
You just kept wanting to go back on?
No, like I have that in my itinerary. In about 1 week or so, going to be in Jasper. Going to find that one zip line. I just screenshot it somewhere. I forget what it's called. But it's been too long since I've been on a zip line, so I can relate to wanting to go on over and over again. You got a zip line in your house? I'll ride that.
I'm sorry, Martin. I don't have a zip line. You're gonna have to be all right with that tonight. No zip lines for you.
That's a shame. But one thing I can't get enough of too is those old bungee jumps at Chicopee. It's like assisted double backflips, trampoline.
Yeah, the trampoline double. Yeah, that was fun. Those are super fun. Yeah. I did that once in BC and then another one in Chicopee for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 50 minutes right now, Martin. You want to finish off, or do you want me to finish off this Venezuelan conflict thing?
Do you want to finish that off?
Yeah, I can finish off the Venezuelan, and then unless you want me to go into the special topic, you can do the special topic quick.
2 minutes. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we can move on. And fuck the news. We don't need that shit. We're gonna have an interesting conversation. So, Martin, have you've been to China, right?
Not since I was like a year old, actually.
Okay, so you have been to China.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang?
The mausoleum of what? You cut out.
Qin Shi Huang.
Qin Shi Huang.
He's the first emperor of China. He was the one who unified all the dynasties. Yes, the Terracotta Army. Correct.
Yeah, I have not. I've not been there.
I want. What?
When? Not long ago.
I did not expect that.
When I was in high school.
I should have asked you, Hannah. What the fuck? Wait,
That
was it
seems to be
cool?
banned like 3
So you know
times.
about this
China.
topic?
It's something recent happened, right?
No, I mean, I was just talking about the tomb and how cool it was, and there was like, okay, yes, there was a new scan, and I'll get into it, but that's about it. They can't really. I'll get into it. I'll get into it. That's fucking sick that you've been there, though, Hannah. I want to hear about that. Okay, so Hannah, please feel free to jump in at any point in time while I'm reading this and be like, "Yep, true," or "Nope, bullshit," or "Shut the fuck up." Either one.
Sounds good.
So the historical background between the tomb and construction, we're talking about again, Qin Shi Huang. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
That sounds correct. Qin Huang.
Yeah, Qin Shi Huang. And then 259 to 210 BC, unified China in 221 BC, ending the warring states and period and founding the Qin dynasty. He immediately undertook grand projects, Great Wall segments, road currency standardization, and planned his own eternal city underground. Construction of his burial complex began in 246 BC when he became king. It continued until his death in 210 BC. An ancient historian, Sima Qian, records that workers from every province labored unceasingly, with perhaps 700,000 laborers involved. The project consumed vast resources and reflects the emperor's desire for absolute authority in life and death. Before we were talking about the longevity of the Kim family. So the first emperor, Qin, sorry, he believed in eternal life, and he had many of his mystics and warlocks or wizards, or whatever you want to call them, alchemists, create multiple different potions so they would be able to create the elixir of life. And unfortunately, this elixir of life had almost a 50% or more content of mercury that he was ingesting every single day. For some reason, back then, 200 BC, they found mercury to be very, very healthy and almost a metal of the gods, because obviously it's in liquid form at normal temperature. So like I think it's 25 degrees, which is normal to us, or I think it's 21 to 25 depending. And every time you put it on your hand, it melts, so it becomes into almost a liquid form. And so they found that to be like a magic type of alchemic chemical reaction. And so they found it very magical. So I'll just move on quickly, but keep that in mind moving forward. Okay. So layout and architectural structure. The mausoleum is a huge microcosm of the Qin's capital. Its central tomb mound, 51.3 meters high, sits within a double-walled, north-south oriented structure. Its total necropolis spans about 56 kilometers squared, with some 600 archaeological sites, pits, tombs, and ritual structures. Nearly 200 subsidiary pits surround the central mound, the most famous of which hold the Terracotta Army. 3 main burial pits filled with life-size battle formations, each with unique facial details. Other pits hold bronze birds, musicians, stables, acrobats, and rare animals, all crafted to serve the emperor eternally. So if you look at it above, the entire necropolis is actually like a very large underground city almost. It has, stables. It has, farms and different structures for defense and barracks and all these things. It's crazy.
Oh.
On top of the Terracotta Army, right? So
Holy cow.
yeah, it's a massive, massive site that hasn't been properly excavated yet, in my opinion.
One reason is because they started digging them out and they reacted with the oxygen in the air. So they were like, okay, once we get the technology to dig everything out, we'll do it, but we're just gonna leave the rest of it for now.
Wonder what kind of technology they could come up with. Build a huge dome, take out all the oxygen, going
Like,
there with
maybe.
like
That's literally
propelled
how they would have to
spacesuits.
do it. They would have to put like a massive dome over top of the entire site, which is impossible, and then suck out all the oxygen and then go in. Because as soon as you get oxygen within the site, it oxidizes everything, including like any artifacts that are still sealed away. But we can quickly get to that briefly. I just have one more point.
Yeah.
So the first major discovery came in 1974 when local farmers digging up a well unearthed fragments of the Clay Army. Chinese archaeologists quickly began official excavations. 6,000 figures were recovered. In Pit 2, chariots and cavalry. In Pit 3, command posts with officers, generals were uncovered in 1980. In all, roughly 7,000 to 8,000 clay warrior statues, 100 wooden battle chariots, and 1,000 of bronze and iron weapons were found. Later finds include bronze cranes and geese, stone armor, and entertainment figurines. Many pits remain unexcavated to avoid damage, and that's what we were talking about just earlier. Basically, because of the oxidization of the prior excavation of the terracotta army. Now, I was just going to throw in one thing about that. When they dug up most of the army, within 48 hours, they realized that all of the coloring off of the clay terracotta army had completely stripped out, and that was because, again, of the oxidization and being exposed to the elements. So they know if they open anything, it's going to be within 48 hours that everything is affected.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
We'll never be able to fully see that. Just gotta wait. Like, we know it's there, but we can't unearth it.
Yeah, so speaking of we know it's there, there are some unexplored sections and mysteries about it. The Emperor's actual tomb chamber, estimated about 100 by 75 meters, is still a sealed mystery. Ancient sources describe an incredible interior, subterranean city with many palaces, officials, treasures, and even working mechanical traps. In particular, Sima Qian reads that workers built an automatic crossbow primed to shoot at anyone who enters within the tomb, and that Mercury was used to simulate the hundreds of rivers in the Yangtze River, the Yellow River, and the Great Sea, flowing all around the palace. Soil samples near the mound contain mercury levels many times higher than the background, lending some scientific support. And this was one of the ones that I was talking about. This was a couple of months ago, and it found 100 times more mercury levels in that area that they scanned than any other area around it.
Wow.
So due to conservation risks and fears of irreversible damage, Chinese authorities have not opened the burial chamber. So yeah, that's what we got there. That was just my little thing.
Wow.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool, yeah.
Especially like the Mercury rivers like flowing, and they're supposed to be like literal and exact representation of what China looked like back then. Like a map. And it has an entire map, and all of the rivers are Mercury. It's pretty cool.
That's insane.
Wild.
Is it like still flowing, you think, to this day? Or just sitting there?
That's one of like what archaeologists are kind of like debating about. They would think that at least the mechanical parts of the traps, like say the crossbows, would have rotted out or rusted out and wouldn't be properly oiled enough unless they somehow had a drip for thousands of years of oil or whatever. Depending on how they did it, it would probably be out of commission by now. So even if you did go in, none of the traps most likely would work. If they were technical enough where, they're talking about crossbows firing. That's pretty technical. So you need like a lot of gears and, ropes and things, and those things deteriorate over time, right? So that's kind of
Yeah.
a short temporary defense. Whereas the Mercury stuff,
course.
I would imagine they might be able to find like a natural way through um, perpetuation to be able to have a somehow constant flow of the Mercury. And because Mercury is so
Yeah.
light, and if they were able to contain the heat within that chamber, that it was perfect for the Mercury to be flowing, then they could
Mm.
do that. But again, that takes a lot of like technology to be able to pull that off, especially for something that's that old, right?
Definitely.
But
But you
again,
never
like I
know,
think
like
it's a
those
possibility.
ancient civilizations.
It would be so sick to
Uh,
get in there, dude. I don't even
oh
care
man,
if I
it would
die
be
of mercury
interesting.
poison. I want to go in. Send me in there,
Yeah.
guys. I want to do it.
hmm Wait, but Hannah, you were talking about recent developments, right? You
Oh,
heard
I
about.
just was looking it up again. It was a tourist somehow got down where the like clay guys are and destroyed a bunch of them.
I heard
What
that. That was in July.
the
Which is so
fuck?
Uh,
weird because they're
yeah.
all like individually made. Like each one looks different. So when you destroy one, you can't get that one back.
He
Mhm.
destroyed a father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
The
destroyed a
ancient
son.
historical figure. Yeah.
Each one of those were made
Um,
after an actual army member at the time.
Mm.
mhm.
Which is wild.
But that is.
Like, why?
So,
Just
but
imagine this full scale of this. Like,
mhm,
why?
of the terracotta army tomb.
Yeah. Like the Egyptians
Yeah.
did it, ancient Chinese did it. What did what
Uh,
did they know? Like all those like emperors, the extremely egotistical or extremely powerful ones. I get it. Like you're in power, but why did multiple different countries at that time try and, prepare for the quote unquote afterlife?
Mm.
So as much
so
to
scary.
go to create a massive underground city with a tomb that hasn't been able to been opened since 2025.
hmm
That's wild.
Um, yeah, I think like no matter how far back we go, everyone's always been obsessed with the elixir of life or the philosopher's stone or just making sure that after they die they can continue on. Death is scary,
Yeah.
and people want some assurance or some recognition that they'll be okay or their life, whatever reincarnation, whatever it is, will be as good as they had it after they pass away.
True.
But speaking of news, like I was looking up, just new updates on that too, and
Mhm.
maybe this didn't come up in our research because this happened in like kind of like it was confirmed like yesterday and the day before,
Mm-hmm.
but about a week ago, it looks like someone discovered an intact 16-ton tomb in the mausoleum. So this is like brand new
Oh,
news.
what? I didn't see
Um,
that.
yeah, I just kind of stumbled on it because we were on this topic. Maybe it's fate.
Yeah.
It looks like in the mausoleum, this tomb has been untouched for more than 2,000 years. So just like you were saying, maybe there were traps there that uh, rotted away that just are just too old.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the archaeologists are very surprised about the impeccable condition. It's perfect condition. It hasn't been robbed yet. So, you know, the archaeologists were expecting just an empty coffin chamber, but everything was there. It's called.
Really? Did the traps work and shit? Like,
It doesn't mention anything about traps. No,
it would be
no
interesting to
traps.
see if there was any traps in it for one, and then two, if the traps worked.
Yeah,
Obviously, that would be really interesting to know, because like
yeah.
that kind of tomb probably would have been made in the same time as the Qin dynasty, around
hmm
the same time. And I imagine it's in a different region, so he would probably be like a high level, like not diplomat but governor almost of a region, possibly,
hmm
or a high level royal.
Um, Actually, people are thinking that this is the son of What's his name?
Qin Shi Yuan?
Qin Shi.
Really?
Yeah, his
What?
son. Because
No
what happened
way.
was after he died, his son, had power struggles, keeping in power after the legacy of his father,
Yep.
and he had one wish was that, if something happened to him, if he were to pass away, he wanted to be buried as close to his father as possible. And
Mm,
this is like a pretty big tomb in in the mausoleum. I don't know if
interesting.
this is how close it is to him, but it's like 16 tons, and it's been untouched, and it has a bunch of artifacts. So um, it's part of the same complex where the famous terracotta warriors are, and it has jade artifacts, gold and silver camel figurines, weapons and armor, and 6,000 bronze coins.
Ooh, had a little bit of a pistachio there, eh? A little
Yeah,
pistachio.
uh-huh. And because it's so close, and Prince Gao, his name is, they think it's the tomb of Prince Gao. He requested to be buried within his father's mausoleum. So people are thinking might be Prince Gao's resting place that was kind of rumored about for so long.
Did
Wow.
you
Now,
did you hear
yeah.
how they got rid of the workers? Because it was supposed to be a secret the entire project, right? So they block off
Oh,
the
really?
entire project. Yeah, yeah. So they wanted to keep the site away from grave robbers, right? So their
Mm-hmm.
their whole solution for that back in ancient times was we're not going to tell the workers, but when they're done working, we're going to seal them in their own tomb that they just built.
Damn.
Wow.
So they did that. They
Uh,
sealed something like 75,000 workers into a tomb and just buried them alive.
Oh my
Holy
god.
cow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
I would
mean,
imagine
the
that's the
first thing,
same kind of thing would happen with his son. That's one of the
mm,
reasons it lasted this long is because nobody knew about it because everyone is fucking dead.
yeah, that's yeah, good theory. When hear that, the first thing I think about is like somehow they Medusa all the workers into the army, unique
Oh
faces.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
the
just
one.
like all those terracotta warriors are actually the workers, and they're just like
Yeah,
put on this,
yeah,
and then Medusa just comes out. "Ah."
yeah. Saves a lot of work, a lot of effort there.
Yeah, man.
Oh
Yeah, and then
man.
boom, you've got like a wonder of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, added, and it
Mm.
protects you in the afterlife, dude.
There you go.
We figured it out.
It's like a coffin.
We figured it out.
Maybe.
I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Yeah, comment down below if you think we figured it out.
That's the secret. They get their free coffin. They get their free no unpaid labor. But
Exactly. This is
it's,
Yes.
free.
it's
This is free
yeah.
knowledge, chat.
Um,
Make it count. Think. Use your brain. What are you doing?
come on, it's common sense.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy though. That this was Prince. God, what a story.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Keep up on that, Martin. I want to hear more about
Will
that on
do.
our next episode. See if you can
Yeah.
get any more extra tidbits on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can
This was
call
just
your
rumors.
Chinese spy in China. See if he knows anything.
Mm-hmm. It will do.
Mm-hmm.
That I'll check with my distant
Your
family,
handler.
but my handler. Yeah, it looks like the rumors about the Prince Gao's tomb were just from like they have one text called the Shiji, the records of the Grand Historian, and he's got a tragic story there about his power struggle after his father died, and they have never really found his tomb.
Interesting. So is there like an actual tablet in there that's recognizing that history? It's saying like, yeah, like I had a bunch of problems after my father died and that
Yeah, like it was
damn.
recorded by the Grand Historian of China, and it's a monumental Chinese historical text written in the first and late second centuries BC, and it's the foundational work of the 24 histories. Kind of covers like 2,500 years of Chinese history before
Mhm.
in BCE.
Mhm.
Um, And then near the end, I'm guessing would be the story of Prince Gao.
That's
and
wild.
His tragic ending. That
Jesus.
is wild.
I am so excited about this. I really want to know more about it. Should we finish off, guys? We are at 110.
110? That sounds good. Time passes quick when we got interesting topics.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good episode, guys. Thank you for watching. This was Mind Harbor episode 7. We have myself, James. We have
Martin. That's
and
me.
Hannah.
Good job, guys.
We know our names.
You guys know your names. Good job. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. We are now live on Spotify, just for a reminder. So please go on Spotify and subscribe and watch and download and all that stuff. Aside from that, have a good weekend. Peace. Do you guys see the? Did you see the Hannah nails?
The other one is just like
Nail check.
silver.
Ooh, silver and red. What do those colors mean?
I can do the
Canada
thing where you flip your thumb.
Oh, I hope you didn't put anything rude on your middle finger, Hannah.
No.
Oh, that's good. Just for Martin, right? So you missed your flight.
Yeah. Come on, do better.